Hey, okay sir, welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Well, I am halfway done this limited time Valentine's Ball update. I said this in the previous two videos as well. With this, in order for this to trigger for you, you have to be Year 5, Chapter 10. And then it doesn't matter when you actually get it unlocked. It's on a seasonal thing. Then you can jump into it, but it's timed. You only have 4.5 days, you got a lot of grinding, pedal to the metal. It's time to go to the 3 broomsticks. I don't really want to explain everything that's happened, but with the help of Mr. Filch, me and him, and a few others, convinced Madame Pince, who's organizing this whole party, the ball, to kind of change some of the things, some of the ideas, because hers were kind of boring. And now we have to try to talk to Chiara about music. Casey, what's wrong? You said it was urgent. Nothing is wrong, Chiara, but I'm urgently in need of music for the Valentine's Day ball. I heard you were on a mission to save the dance. Good job convincing Madame Pince to loosen up. I might shy away from people, but I'm fairly certain Pince simply despises people. Let's just say she doesn't despise a certain Hogwarts caretaker. Mr. Filch? You must be joking. The heart wants what it wants. Oh yeah, I think they're together? I suppose so, but that's one our heart's desire. Still, I'm happy to help you prepare for the ball, KC, but why did you come to me for music? You're in tune with your emotions, you have a good ear, I trust you. I was wondering why we went to them and not the weird sisters. But she's a werewolf after all. You have a good ear, so you're probably the best person to capture the refined sound Pince wants. My hearing is a bit better than most. Particularly around a full moon, as you know. Whatever music we come up with needs to be storybook romantic, as well as good for everyone at the dance. And it needs to be classy but also fun. Do you think you can handle that? Absolutely. In fact, I already have a few ideas. Brilliant. Together, I know we'll come up with something that both Pince and her classmates will love. I really like your idea of going beyond a piano, but keeping things classy with a string quartet. And it'll be fun to enchant him to play some romantic classic songs for Pince. It'll be classy, but still fun. And then we can have them play a string version of Do the Hippogriff for the students. That's brilliant, Chiara. It'll help really get the party going. I wonder what the Weird Sisters would think if they knew we turned them posh. They'd probably think that's the most punk thing ever. Also, I also like your woodland fairy idea. I'll find other ways to incorporate that into the theme. Because it is perfect for Pince's storybook romance wish. To me, there's nothing more romantic than a stroll through the woods. Even if it is a moonlight stroll through the woods. As long as it's on a full moon, because then that's an entirely kind of excitement. Speaking of romance, the music will really set the mood, which is why I'm so flattered to ask you for my help with it. But what kind of mood do you want my guests to feel when they first walk into the ball? Comfortable, romantic, mysterious? I think the theme is definitely romance. I want a romantic mood as soon as the guests enter. It's Valentine's Day after all, the day we spend with those we care for the most. Speaking of those who we care for, have you got a date to the ball? Not yet. I've been too busy planning to think about it. Have you got a date? That's something I wanted to speak to you about, actually. You're one of the most caring people I know at Hogwarts. Me? I've got nothing on you, Chiara. That's kind, Casey, but, well, it's not really like me to wear my heart on my sleeve. What is it, Chiara? You could tell me anything. I know, because we always have a good time together. So, I was wondering, would you be my date to the ball? Chiara, I'm flattered that you would even ask me. Don't be, because anyone will be lucky to have you as a date. But I know you must also have other offers, and we have a lot to do to pull this dance off. And since the music is so important to you, I better get working on the enchanting of the instruments. Blimey, you're right. The dance is almost here, and I still need to plan one of the most important parts of the party. The food, which means I need Jay's help next. Jay, just the person I wanted to see. Let me guess, Pince gave you detention for butting in on her dance plans? Not yet, but there's still time. Then, what brings you to the kitchens? I'm relying on you to turn this ball into a blinding party. Instead of a total dud. That's why I'm here. I have so much to do for the ball and so little time. I'm hoping you can help me with the refreshments, something that fits the theme of a storybook romance. With a dash of woodland fairy tale. Blimey, how many themes can one dance have? If this is too much of a challenge for you, I can speak to Pets. I never said it was too much of a challenge. In fact, as you know, I love a good challenge. Besides, Pitch is almost done for the day, and I'm sick of making sandwiches, so I'm in. Thank you. Any ideas for refreshments that say woodland, fairy, or storybook romance? Let me think. Fairy cakes might do. They're a bit like tiny cupcakes. I could decorate the frosting to look like toadstools. Brilliant. That will satisfy the woodland and storybook parts of the refreshments for sure. And if you put our hearts as buttons on the toadstools, that will really emphasize the romance of it all. It's a little soppy for me, but if soppy means we get a party at the dance, then let's start baking. You're gonna need a lot of food. Look at all that food! These fairy cakes look absolutely magical, and we didn't even use any magic. What kind of wizards are we if we don't use any magic? You're right, we should enchant these fairy cakes. Let's see. What are fairies known for, besides being tiny prats? Flying! I have an idea! Wingardium Leviosa! Are they gonna fly? Look at them! Now that definitely puts the fairy in our fairy cakes. Say, you're pretty handy in the kitchen. You could be my sous chef. In this kitchen, we'd both be sous chefs to Pets. Don't say that, Casey. The thought of Pitch makes me want to chunder. Okay, I won't say Pitch again. Casey! All joking aside, we make a pretty good team. I'd say we make a devilishly good team. And there'd be nothing sicker than us showing up together to the Valentine's Day ball. Jay, is this your way of asking me to be your date? If I were, would you say yes? I mean, how could you say no to the king of sneaky fun? You would be a great date, Jay. I just need some time to... There you are, Mr. Casey. I've scoured the castle grounds looking for you. Tell me you haven't been dilly-dallying. Not at all, Madame Pince. Jay and I finished the refreshments for the ball. Look. These look like fungi. Explain how fungi pertains to storybook romance. We had the idea... Mr. Filch had the idea to add a bit of woodland fairy tale to the storybook romance. Well, if it's Mr. Filch's idea... So, we decorated the refreshments to look like toadstools in a classic fairy tale ring. And there's nothing more woodland fairy tale storybook romance than that, Pince. Excuse me? Madame Pince. Here, try one. Sweet, but not overly sweet. Well, this isn't what I quite imagined. This confection will be proper enough for the ball. Coming from you, that's a ringing endorsement. Mr. Casey, another reason I sought you out is because I've had an inspired idea. This ball deserves a mural to fit my ingenious theme. Something lovely, like medieval romantic tapestries that depict great love stories or a romantic storybook castle. Madame Pince, have you been bitten by the love bug? I assure you I am free of any pests. Though Cupid does seem to be working his way through Hogwarts. Now to the matter at hand. Do you know someone we can commission to complete this mural on time? I think I know somebody. It will be hard on such short notice, but I know one artist talented enough for the job. Let's go talk to Badia. I kind of figured so. I do really like how we're hopping between our different friends. I have to admit, Casey, I far prefer the Great Hall this way, full of paint supplies and free of people. You've certainly got my imagination running wild as to what we're doing here, though. Well, as you may have heard, I'm helping Madame Pince organize the Valentine's Day Ball this year. Yes, it seems the Valentine's Day Ball is all anybody's ever talking about these days. I was just planning to stay home and paint that night, but now that I know you're involved, I may rethink my plans. That's what I came to ask you about, Badia. Pince and I could really use your help painting a mural for the ball. There's going to be a mural at the ball? Oh, that's splendid, and it may certainly explain all the paint supplies. We're hoping for a storybook woodland fairy tale romance vibe in the arts. How whimsical, though it hardly seems like Madame Pince at all. Believe it or not, she's actually grown quite fond of the idea. The obvious thing is that why do we hear people still? I'd love to help you out, Casey, but before I can get started, every great masterpiece begins with a story. What type of story do you think we'll be telling with this mural? An underdog story, a cautionary tale, a love story. I would imagine if this was actually a real poll, and people actually voted, it would be like 99%. A love story. It's a love story, Badia. About the unlikely coupling of a cold, regal queen and a gruff, curmudgeonous squire. I'm pretty sure I said that word 100% correctly. Both initially reject the very notion of love, but in the end, their icy hearts have been melted. That's brilliant, I love it. Pince can be our inspiration for the queen. And the gruff squire? Mr. Filch. Wait, Pince has a crush on Mr. Filch? I had no idea. Yes, I think this will make an excellent story for a mural. My creative ideas are already beginning to flow. I'll get started straight away, but there's just one teeny tiny problem. What's that, Badia? This canvas. It's enormous. I'll never be able to complete a mural this grand in time for the ball. Don't worry, you're not alone. We can paint it together. Splendid. In that case, pick up a paintbrush and let's get to work. Yeah, that's a pretty big mural. And also, couldn't they just do some kind of magic? I guess it's gotta come from the heart. This mural is coming along nicely, but it needs a finishing touch. What did she do? Oh! I missed it. There, now it's done. Badia, it's beautiful. Royalty and gantry, unicorns, this mural really captures the spirit of a storybook romance. I may or may not have painted the queen to resemble Madame Pince. And I painted Mr. Filch as the squire. I can't wait to see our friends' faces during the grand reveal of the ball. Seeing your face right now is all the reward I need, Casey. Badia, I really wish you'd consider attending the ball. Have you given it any further thought? About that, spending all this time with you today has really got me thinking, Casey. You really understood what I was trying to do with this mural, and it felt so right to paint next to you. It made me wonder what our next collaboration might look like. You know, I think I would like to go to the Valentine's Day ball after all. But only if I got asked by the right person. And that person is you, Casey. Would you want to go with me to the ball? Badia, I'm so flattered, and I want you to know that I... Here comes Madame Pins. Perhaps we should continue this conversation another time. Okay, Badia, I promise I have an answer for you soon. Mr. Casey, Miss Elite, I've come to inspect a mural for the ball. Have you completed it yet? How can you not tell? We've just finished. Don't you think Badia did an incredible job? Casey and I collaborated on it together. He deserves credit too. So, this is a finished product? Yes, madame. The mural will appear exactly as it is now, on the day of the ball. Not a single change, no further additions. Madame Pinch, do you like the mural? I do not like the mural, Miss Elite. Is she gonna say she loves it? I absolutely adore it. Called it! The composition, the colors, the queen and her handsome squire, it's a storybook romance come to life. There's just one problem. A work of art like this needs to be seen by all, and the light in the Great Hall is far too dim. Won't the ball be lit by floating candles? Oh no, Mr. Casey, candles simply won't do. They're not bright enough for a mural of this quality. I have an idea. I'll go talk to the fairies in the forest and see if they can help us shed some light on the situation. And as Barnaby is excellent with all creatures, I'll take him as a backup. I gotta say, this is actually pretty neat. So we're gonna get fairies to light up the mural. Wow, they really thought of everything. Thanks for meeting me, Barnaby. We need to think of some romantic lighting for the Valentine's Day ball.
Yeah!
Of course. Anything to get away from my grandmom's terrible cooking. And I hear the Valentine's Day ball is shaping up to be quite the dance, so happy to help. But I'm still not really sure why we're in the Forbidden Forest, though. I'm trying to find a fairy, and I'm hoping she'll help me out with the Valentine's Day ball. Oh, is Fairy your date for the ball? What? No. Fairy is a fairy in the creature reserve.
Yeah!
Right, of course. Fairy is a silly name for a person, isn't it? But good for a fairy. I'm not trying to insult your choices of names. I mean, my name is Barnaby Abernathy Lee. Now that's a silly name. I didn't know your middle name was Abernathy. Neither did I, until my grandmom shouted it when I almost broke her music box. Grandmoms aside, let me tell you about my plan for the Valentine's Day ball. Madame Pin said floating candles are too mundane for the Valentine's Day ball, so we'll use fairies instead. But you'll need a whole flood of fairies to light the Great Hall, Casey. That is why I was hoping Fairy could help us. There should be fairies all over the forest. There's one. Can it talk? Buzz. There you are, Fairy. I've been looking all over for you. Buzz, Buzz. Do you think you and your friends can help us out for Valentine's Day? Buzz? I'm not sure she understands what Valentine's Day is. That poses a bit of a problem. Maybe we should try explaining what Valentine's Day is all about. Brilliant idea, QC. You always have the best ideas. Fairy, do you think you could call your friends so we can explain? Buzz, Buzz. Fantastic. Thank you so much. That was fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fairies. 7. Buzz. So many lights. Barnaby? Barnaby! Barney Abernathy Lee. I didn't mean to spill the potion, Professor Snape. Huh? Oh, wouldn't have been in the forest. Right, of course. Come on, we got to explain to the fairies why Valentine's Day is special. There's still 7 fairies, by the way. And Barnaby, Well, Barnaby's being Barnaby. So you see, Valentine's Day is about appreciating loved ones and connecting with those around you. Whether that's your friends, your Valentine, or even yourself. But the most important part is, well, what do you think the most important part of Valentine's Day is? Cherishing your friends, grand romantic gestures, loving yourself. It's kind of everything mixed together. So while I don't technically really agree with the one being the very best, it's still right. The most important part of Valentine's Day is cherishing your friends. Buzz buzz.
Yeah!
Sounds like the fairies like that, as long as she's still the center of attention. Buzz buzz.
Ho!
Looks like your romantic card really spoke to the fairies. And it, also really spoke to me. I know I'm not the smartest of the bunch, but I am smart enough to know that I'd want nothing more to be your date to the Valentine's Day ball. It's really sweet of you to ask me, Barnaby, and I appreciate the invitation. Buzz!
Yeah!
Looks like the fairies didn't appreciate not being the center of attention. But fairies will look amazing in the Great Hall, which, I'm sure, Madame Pince will enjoy. Oh, that reminds me. Fairies, if you could create a magical fairy heart around a few important people at the ball, it'd be grateful. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Now I'm curious who these important people are. You'll know soon enough, Barnaby. And soon, we'll also know who we're going to the dance with, I hope. You don't have to tell me now, Casey. But I hope you pick someone soon. You're right, I've been so busy planning I haven't had time to think about it. I have just one more thing to do, and then it is time to choose a date for the ball. There's a lot of decisions that have to be made. There's a lot of people who have asked me, but only one person can be my date. Watch her, Casey. I got your message to meet you here, but why the glum face? You saved a Valentine's Day ball from old Pince. You should be happy. I am happy about that, Tonks. The thing is, I've been so busy with preparations, I still don't have a date.
Oh!
Blimey, that really surprises me. Like I said before, you had so many options last Valentine's Day. Your secret admirer from the festival didn't ask you? The truth is, a few people have asked me out. A few people? Huh, I knew it. Popular as ever. I hope some of them are romantic, just like you wanted. My options are great. That's the problem. I simply can't decide. You better decide soon, because the ball isn't far off. You don't want to have done all this work to make it great, and then end up all alone in a corner. Not helping, Tonks. Just teasing, Casey. I'm here to help. Why don't you tell me who asked you out and something special about that? Well, we're gonna be here all night with all the people that have asked me. I see your dilemma. All of your options are so unique, any of them would make a good date. But I can only choose one. Dumbledore said Valentine's Day is all about the matters of the heart. Try listening to your heart instead of your head. Who is your heart telling you to ask to the ball? So this is it, everybody. This is it. Now anybody who's been following me along probably knows who I've chosen in the past. And I don't want to give too much away about things that have happened over the few years of playing the game. But I am going back to Marula. My heart is telling me to ask Marula to the Valentine's Day ball. I had a good time with her at the Celestial Ball. She was my first date after all. We had fun last Valentine's Day. Hogwarts voted for us as the festival ambassadors. Marula is who I want to go with. This is a massive decision. Are you sure that this is who you want to ask? Yes, I'm absolutely sure. No, I'm not. I am absolutely sure. Yes, I want to go to the Valentine's Day ball with Marula. I'm happy you made a decision, but you should ask them soon. In fact, there's no time like the present. So, why not go and make a Valentine's date official right now? You're right, the Valentine's Day ball is almost here. Good luck, Casey. Marula, do you have a minute? I suppose I could spare a minute or so. I wanted to say you were right. You have to be more specific, Casey. I'm right about most things. You were right about not receiving a better offer than the most powerful witch at Hogwarts. I think we'd make the perfect odd couple at the ball, so... Would you give me the honor of taking the most powerful witch at Hogwarts to the Valentine's Day ball? Well, I suppose I got nothing better going on. Is that a yes? I accept your offer. It is only fitting that the true masterminds behind the ball go together. Do you have something to wear? I don't want pins getting in our faces because you didn't dress well. I've been so busy planning that I didn't even think about what I was going to wear. You need to go find Andre immediately. When I picked up the outfit he made for me, he was going on and on about how behind he was. You're friends with him though. I'm sure he could squeeze you in for the last minute fitting. That's a good idea. I'll go speak with him right away. One more thing before you go. Thank you for going with me, Casey. I'm sure with you as my date, it won't be an entirely awful evening. Thank you for letting me take you, Marilla. Watch you, Casey. Do you have a date for the ball? I do. Now, all I need is a stylish outfit and I'll be ready for a memorable evening at the Valentine's Day ball. That voice I do for Marilla is so difficult to do. I don't know why I chose something so weird. I don't even know if anybody likes it, to be honest. But I've been doing it since like the very beginning. So I'm hoping that people like it or at least are used to it. Just a final few adjustments and... yes. Perfection. Some of my finest work yet, if I do say so myself. Mind if I join you for a minute, Andre? KC. Your timing is impeccable as always. What can Andre Egru, Style Wizard, do for you today? I wanted to tell you that I asked someone else to the ball. But I really appreciate your invitation. That's kind of you to let me know, and whoever is going with you is very lucky. Can I ask who it is? I asked Marula to meet my date for the Valentine's Day ball. I had a feeling that might be the case. You two will be adorable together. But that's just a thing. How can we be adorable when I don't have anything special to wear? Do you think you can help me out? It sounds like you're having a style emergency, Casey. Of course I can help. As luck would have it, I've just completed 2 different outfits that I think might just fit your style profile. Both of these outfits are nothing short of perfect. But only one of them is going to be perfect for you. And until you try them on, it will be impossible to know which one will be the right choice. Shall I try them on for you right now? I applaud your commitment to fashion, Casey. It is hard, selfless work, but it is essential. Go behind the separator, and we'll fit both of these outfits for you. So those are my choices, huh? I get some kind of, I guess, maybe reddish burgundy, and I get pink. Or salmon, if anybody ever watched Friends. So, Casey, now that you've had a chance to try on both of my divine creations, what do you think? Has a winning ensemble presented itself? Both of them look so great, it's hard to choose. As Style Wizard, do you have an official recommendation for me?
Aha!
I wish I could help you, but this is a decision that needs to come from the heart, Casey. Your heart.
Ha!
So keep that in mind. Which outfit do you want to wear to the Valentine's Day ball? Blaze of Passion, Garden Rose. I don't know what to choose. I'm more of a fan, personally, of darker colors in general, but it is Valentine's. Garden Rose seems very Valentine-y. Let's go with Garden Rose. Wait, is Garden Rose the one on the right? Yes, it is. My heart is telling me that this is the one. I think I'd like to wear it to the ball. Dang. I look good. Is that your final decision, KC? Because once you choose this outfit for the ball, it's yours forever. Yes, I want to keep this one. No, I want to rethink my choice. I'm going with it. Yes, I am certain. This is the outfit I want to keep.
Ha!
An excellent choice, KC. You're gonna look so fabulous at the ball. You really think so?
Ha!
Marilla is gonna be absolutely stunned. You know, I put a lot of time and energy into making these clothes. But I don't think they are ever truly finished until the right person wears them.
Aha!
Thank you for helping me complete this design, KC. You're a lifesaver, Andre. Thanks to you, I'm headed to the ball with only the finest attire. And I hope you have a great evening with Marilla. Your clothes guarantee that I most certainly will. And now, it is time for the Hogwarts Valentine's Day Ball. I am really curious to know how Marilla looks. Like, what is her outfit? So that is going to wrap up part 3 of 4 for this limited time Valentine's Day Ball updates. But do not worry, the final part is only 2 parts. It's just that I kind of want to keep it separate because it's going to be completely just for the ball itself. And I thought that would be kind of nice. But that video will probably be coming out very, very shortly after this one. This particular one, though, is going to take a while to put together, kind of edit and everything. So hopefully everybody likes this video. Hopefully people liked the outfit that I chose. Remember, I only have 2 choices. Maybe you like the other one better, or maybe you don't like either of them. Well, I don't have a choice. I've got to choose something. I went with Rose. And I'll see you very shortly to wrap up the ball with my date, Marilla. So thank you very so much for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.